Hey guys, welcome back to the Secret Code podcast. Today we have Straylight from a new NFT set called Department 77, who's building a cool cross-chain sci-fi NFT game on to tell us about their mint coming starting next week with new features on Stash, the cross-chain game idea, and what the migration was like as they have come over to us from everything that happened with Terra Luna. So I'm excited to hear about the migration process. I'm stoked to hear about their NFT game, and it's gonna be fun to learn about.
And ideas expressed in this podcast are not to be considered representative of any other parties affiliated with the Secret Network. We are not qualified to give financial advice, but if we were, we'd say market buy Secret aggressively.
For the community, by the community. Straylight, welcome to the Secret Code podcast. Thanks for joining us, brother. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. It's been, it's the first time we meet.
Yeah. But it's been fun talking to you a little bit in the background, learning a little bit about what Department 77 is doing. Can you start off by telling us about yourself?
Yeah, so I am, this is always a source of contention because we never know what my title is, or anyone in our team actually, because we wear many hats. But I think like we tend to call me game director because I do the 3D artwork, and I also kind of code the gaming parts of the game, so to speak.
Awesome. Sounds very Squid Games. I'm into it. No, that's cool. And I'd love to hear more about your team. But how long have you been in crypto? How long have you guys been working on NFT stuff?
Well, personally, I've been in crypto for many years, and kind of got caught up in the DeFi boom. When was it? 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago? Whenever it kicked off. It's been the time has gone by very quickly. But so I've been in crypto, and then I was in DeFi from the start, and I was co-founding a couple of startups in London where I live, and I took the leap over into Web3 crypto by joining Zapper, the kind of Web3 homepage platform, as the kind of design lead there. And then after 6 months or so, I left to do Department 77 full time.
That is awesome. Wonderful to do full-time stuff and things you're passionate about.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you're on a team. You all wear many hats, which is common in these cool startups. But tell me about your guys' team. How'd you guys meet? How'd you guys get this idea started and kicked off?
Yeah, so we have a bit of a weird team setup. We're kind of we kind of refer to it as a dev collective. So we work in kind of modern ways, I guess. So we're fully async. We are fully remote, and we don't really work like we work the kind of equivalent of full time. Some of us and others just work here and there. So we kind of do tasks and stuff instead of have like a work day. And that's kind of, that whole group consists of a lot of people that we've been working together in various kind of constellations throughout the years, in different companies, and stuff like that. So we kind of know each other. Some of us know each other. Some of us are fully anonymous, like we don't even know who they are. I mean, we talk to them on the phone, so we know they're real people, but we have no idea who they are. So it's like it's a collective of developers, designers, community maxis, stuff like that. We just tend to want to build cool stuff.
100%. Yeah, since I took the plunge into full-time crypto and we're leaving the hydro finance team, it's weird talking to people about like, oh, so what do you do during your work day? It's like, no, I'm always working, but I can take a little bit of time off as I need. Our CTO's in London, so if you see me post like hateful things towards London on Twitter, it's specifically designed at him. So no hate there, but it's cool where you get to work async. It's way more efficient. I hate commuting, and awesome that you get to work with people that you trust and have worked with for a long time. So you started this several months ago?
Yeah, so we started. It started off by I submitted some artwork to One Planet, which is a NFT marketplace on Terra, or was rather. Tough times, but I submitted artwork for Department 77 to them in December, and we kind of won the competition. Well, we didn't really win, but we went to the final at least. So we were finalists there, and that kind of kicked off us taking it serious. So we started working on the game, and then in February I left Sapper to go full time on Department 77. So we've been doing it since February. Since February the game has been worked on since February, but before then we've worked on the artwork and the lore and stuff like that.
Okay. Now, for the game, what chain is it built on? Is it specifically on chain? And
no, so we right now it's not on chain. Right now it's there is a wallet connect on Terra, but it's just for us to kind of verify that you actually own the NFTs that you're playing with.
Gotcha.
That's the only interaction we have with the blockchain at the moment. But the idea is that it will become fully blockchain. We're just like in an alpha/beta stage at the moment. So we want to, for speed reasons, just keep it off blockchain and just see where we can take it and kind of tweak the gameplay balance and all that stuff.
Cool. Well, talk us through how the game works. Like, what's the storyline? What's the idea? Is it multiplayer? And I'll show some of your guys' cool graphics.
Yeah, it's essentially an NFT strategy game. That's what it is. Set in a dystopian cyberpunky future. And what you do is you play as an operator of a bounty hunter bureau. And your job is to send your NFTs. They are droids, all of them. You're sending them on missions for loot and rewards. And the kind of vision is to create like a play and earn Web3 game where every time you return, there's always something to do, but you don't have to do all of it. It's similar to how like DeFi Kingdoms work in the sense that you send NFTs out on missions, but we're way more focused on the game aspect rather than the DeFi aspect. So like we won't have a DEX and stuff like that, for example. I mean, the vision is really to have a game where people can kind of check in from time to time if they don't have much time, and there's always going to be stuff to do, but you should never be feel pressured to do it. And one of our kind of core tenets is co-op instead of player versus players. We don't want to we want to design a game where the players, well, let me take a step back. The lore of the game is essentially that you're running a bureau for this kind of evil mining corporation, and the way we want to position the players is that the players are all working against the big evil mining corporation. There's no the players don't take sides against each other. They're working against the computer, so to speak. So all the features and all that stuff in the game will all be designed around incentivizing players to work together, join their bureaus together or send their bounty hunters out on missions together and stuff like that.
So a co-op strategy game. That's fantastic. I just started getting my 4-year-old into playing Rocket League with me, and we'll be on the same team, and I'll carry her. But the idea of working together is much more fun for community building than just fighting constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, sorry, one second. Oh man, but yeah, that's absolutely fascinating. So I look forward to. I love games in general. That's what got me into crypto. It's what got me into the casinos, which is where my background is. So I'm super excited to play this. And your mint comes out on Secret Network next Friday. Can you tell us about the mint?
Yeah, so we were casualties of the Terra crash. Half our team had to leave to do other stuff, and we were kind of wiped out completely. Not even kind of, actually wiped out completely. And so we're kind of moving. So One Planet, who were hosting our collections, they're moving to Polygon. So we're moving our old collections over to Polygon. Mm-hmm. But we're also we've kind of learned some lessons, from the crash. So we want to go multi-chain, especially now that we can, since we're not touching the blockchain a lot, we can go multi-chain quite easily. So we were looking at Cosmos, and Secret seemed like the best option just because of the how you can use the private metadata fields for gaming and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So we are launching a special collection on Secret, on Stash, next Friday, 24th. It's a bounty hunter just like the other ones, but this one will be kind of it will be special to secret. It'll have private metadata fields. It'll have special missions in the game that other bounty hunters won't be able to access. So there's we've really wanted to respect the chain we've picked and not just kind of launch an NFT collection and not take not take advantage of the features on that chain. So we've designed a lot of we've designed a lot around the private metadata and how it's going to work in the game, and the owner needs to have certain info that's only hidden to the public and stuff like that.
That is really cool, and thank you for taking the time to do that. I know you guys are busy reeling from everything that went down and focusing on this external game that didn't involve Secret previously, and to add all of that late stage shows extra special time and care. And we at Secret love Terra, and we've been reaching out to your guys' community. We sympathize. A lot of our community's been equally hurt. We're excited to support anything from Terra that does come over and incorporate us. And it's nice when you guys actually come over with our ethos instead of just come over like, hey, can we get money from you guys?
Exactly.
And so this is
that was important. Yeah.
Definitely. So I'm looking forward to mint some. Now, you said it's going to be minted on Stash, and talking a little bit behind the scenes, you said they're going to use a new Stash gumball feature. Can you talk us through what that is and what that means for Stash?
Yeah, so the way we've launched collections in the past is that another of our kind of core ethos as a game is that it should never be like pay to win. It should always be fair. So we kind of shy away from having selling great bounty hunters for more money than worse bounty hunters. So the way we've always done it is it's a completely random mint. They all cost the same, and then you have like a chance to kind of draw a really cool bounty hunter. It's fair for everyone. It's equal. Mm-hmm. Stash didn't have that feature yet when we reached out to them, so they don't have the kind of random mint gumball machine type feature yet. So they're building it just in time for us to come aboard. And cool. I think we'll be the first project to use that feature. So essentially, it's the standard NFT randomizer. Basically, you pay X secret, and then it just pulls a random NFT from the collection, and you don't know which one. You can't pick it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's super cool. We've had a lot of NFT projects have their mints on their own sites because they didn't have that feature. Yeah. So it's nice to see Stash integrating. We always talk about how much is cool and possible with secret NFTs. We have Kevin Smith making his movie as an NFT. I just got to see that tease in Austin. It was super cool. But we can only scale as far as the infrastructure goes to support it. And watching Stash evolve, develop, become more and more friendly as they get auctions, as they get these gumball things. It's like, we're real NFT players, guys. Like, come build your stuff on us. So I'm super excited for it. When will parts of the game go live?
Well, the game is already live. If you have a bounty hunter, you can play, but live on Secret will be a few days after the mint. So it launches in a week's time, and then we think the week after that, you will be able to kind of connect your wallet, Kepler, whatever you're using, and start playing the game.
Awesome. Where can we go to start playing the game and to go get a bounty hunter?
So the bounty hunters will be on Stash, and then the game is department77.com. You just go there, connect your wallet, and you should be good to go.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't get a prompt to connect my wallet. I probably didn't have the right wallet. It's not Kepler.
Yeah, it doesn't fire if you don't have Terra Station wallet, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I think I got rid of it recently.
Good choice.
Fair enough. Cool. So we got the mint going on Friday. How much is it going to be for the mint? And what kind of traction are you guys getting right now in your game?
So the mint cost hasn't been fully decided yet, but it's going to be around $70 or $80 equivalent, whatever that means. So we'll set the final kind of secret cost like in the days leading up to it, but somewhere around there, which is way below that. It is way below what we charged for the first two collections. They were like 150 to 250 each. So they're lower priced, but that's basically because we need to survive. So we're just trying to kind of expand our game into the multiverse, and then just try to raise enough money so we can pay rent at least.
Yeah, I got you. And the market's gone way down.
Yeah.
How many are going to be available for mint?
So it's 333. That's what we have launched in the other collection. So it's 333 total number, and then a portion of that, I think it's 20%. I should know this. I think it's 20% of them are like specially super special ones. So you have like a 20% chance of drawing a really good one.
That's awesome. So yeah, do you have any metrics on like how many people have been playing the game? Are they active? Are they having fun with it?
Yeah, so our community is small but passionate. So I think we have 200 unique owners across 700 bounty hunters or something like that. They tend to pick up a few of them each. And the mission we just launched this week, Monday, is the first mission. Monday we launched the first mission on the platform, and last time I checked, it was 180 bounty hunters were actively engaged in it.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's super good turnout. We've had several other games come on that didn't mint out or they closed their game or whatnot, and it sucks. There are tons of NFT projects, but if you can build a community and get people involved in playing, if you build something that's fun and drive awareness to it, that's fantastic. This is what people are looking for in NFT spaces.
Yeah, I mean, we're super proud. We sold out both our collections on Terra, which was like, since they were quite pricey, like $250 or $200 ish per bounty hunter is not. I mean, that's a lot of money for a lot of people. But we still managed to sell out, and we're super proud of that, and really happy about like the community being so passionate about it.
Well, let's have you guys mint out super fast here on Friday. Do you know what time they're launching?
We haven't decided yet.
Okay.
We'll know more on Monday, Tuesday. We just know it's going to happen on Friday.
Cool. And then, so you're going to be adding Secret Network. So after about a week or so, we'll be able to connect our NFTs, join in the game. There will be special missions and whatnot. How does that look like for the game going cross-chain? Is it just multiple wallet integrations, or what does growth look like for Department 77?
Yeah, it's going to start off with different wallet connections. So if you connect both well, it's not going to be Terra for long, obviously, but let's say Polygon. If you connect your MetaMask to Polygon, and then connect your Kepler for Secret, and you have bounty hunters on both, you'll see them like we'll combine them into your one bureau. So you can kind of it shouldn't matter to the user. This has always been our thinking. It shouldn't matter to the user what chain it's on, really. What should matter is like the difference between the bounty hunters on different chains can do different things. But they should always see the same, like they shouldn't have to kind of log out and log in to different bureaus, so to speak. So we'll combine it into one. And yeah.
Awesome. Did you want to screen share and show some of this stuff?
Yeah, can do. Let me know.
All right. This cracks me up, dude. Menace à toi.
Yeah. So this is
I love wordplay.
Yeah, I can give you a quick overview. So this is the first mission. So the mission system is our first kind of full gameplay loop, and it essentially, well, let's go from the top. So the artwork, this is kind of cool. I don't know if you've heard of PS Labs, but it's essentially like it's an AI generator. So you put in keywords and it spits out AI generated artwork, and the minter owns the copyright fully to the art. So this artwork, we're working together with PS Labs so that every mission will have its own custom AI generated artwork. So the way we've generated this is we literally put the mission description into the generator. So every artwork is literally based on the mission description.
Nice.
So that's going to happen for each mission. And essentially what happens is you have these missions, you have your droids, you kind of deploy them on the mission. And then what happens is we do a bunch of dice rolls over time. So if we go into this one, you can see that the droid is like sending you messages across, or it's sending you messages over time as the mission progresses. And sometimes it requests things, so it needs like info about something, or it wants you to change its hardware settings, because in our lore, the droids aren't allowed to change their own hardware settings for security reasons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Or else they take over.
yeah, exactly. We don't trust them. So yeah,
Re-verify.
yeah, they send you kind of messages and ask for things, and as the dice rolls happen, if the dice roll is not successful, it impacts their morale. So you can see like how their morale is impacted over time. And if their morale goes down, it kind of makes it harder for them to create a successful dice roll. And just to be clear, like everything you're seeing here now is alpha stage. Like the players won't probably have this much granular insight into each dice roll and things like that. We're just exposing it now so that we can kind of test it properly and get feedback from the community. But yeah, so you kind of get requests from the droids on the mission. So let's see. This one wants us to lower the radiation level, for example, to below a certain number. You can then kind of go in and you have all their kind of metrics here.
Sick.
And you can tune and overclock it. So it wants us to get the radiation level down, so we can probably bring the reactor clock rate down. And then you have to soft reboot them remotely. This takes 15 seconds. So as you can see, like, we are obviously quite limited in what we can do in a browser. Obviously, we can't do like a, full 3D first-person shooter. At least we can't. But so it is kind of limited to this kind of strategy, click and play. But I love these kinds of games myself. So
yeah, and you said it's play to earn. What do you earn from doing your missions and from playing this?
Yeah, so this first one doesn't have any rewards attached yet because it's just a test. But essentially, you will the loot is random. So like on the mission, you can come across loot, which could be like the in-game currency, which is called kilo. You can see it up here.
All right.
And the bounty rewards is often like a big amount of kilo, but it can also be NFTs. So what we did on Terra before the crash was we were accumulating a lot of NFTs from other projects. So we were buying with our treasury funds a bunch of NFTs from other projects, and then we had that in a loot wallet. And the loot wallet had a public address. Everyone could check it. And the way that worked is that anything from the loot wallet could be randomly given out as a mission reward. So everyone always knew what they could see in the... Everything that they can see in the wallet could be winnable, so to speak.
Nice. That's super cool. I love the idea of play to earn, what it means as we move past the just marketing dollars and move towards everything Brave browser ideated for the internet utility can be done so much better with NFTs and video games and the combination therein. So do you have any plans to further integrate secret network type stuff and private metadata after getting involved with it? Is it interesting, or do you want to just do more stuff off chain, which is also fair?
No, we want to do more stuff with secret. It feels like we kind of feel that we're only just unlocking what is possible with secret. So like we obviously haven't been in the ecosystem for very long, and the ideas we came up with for Echo, which is the model we're launching on secret, the ideas we came up for that we think they're cool, but it also feels like there's so much more we could do. I think we just need to immerse ourselves more in the ecosystem.
Yeah. In general, well, first off, it's an honor to have you guys here. Thank you for joining us. I know lots of people were reaching out trying to get you to go to Juno and wherever else, but and by all means, go cross chain and do more things with more people. But we definitely feel here that we offer a lot more for NFTs and exists elsewhere. It might be a little bit less user friendly initially, but we're building that out. And yeah, just the idea of what all is possible with private metadata access control subscription models is really game changing. And so thank you for choosing to include us, for choosing to buy into our ethos at a very difficult time for all of you guys. I know it's been hard. We're all praying for you and everyone that was affected by Terra Luna. And yeah, thanks for coming. We're excited to do our part and help you guys mint out ASAP.
Yeah, Secret just was common sense, to be honest. Like there were just the private metadata stuff, especially, but other things too. Like not just that, but that played a big part in kind of the decision was made easy, so to speak.
Cool. Thank you. Well, anything else you want to let us know about how to get involved? If you guys go to department77.com, there's a link to their Discord. I highly recommend joining their Discord, getting ready for the mint on Friday, $70 to $80 worth of secret to get a bounty hunter. We will, at the podcast, be missing a couple ourselves. And then get involved and start playing the game. How can we reach out to you guys on social media and get more involved with the community other than just the Discord?
I think Twitter or Discord is the best bet. We post a lot on Twitter. We post teasers, we post artwork and updates and all that stuff. So if you go to department77.com, you'll have all the links there. That's the best way to get started.
Awesome. Straylight, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for migrating to Secret. Excited to see what you guys are building with this sci-fi game. Excited to start playing. I love games. I love anything on Secret Network. And you are always welcome to come back here on the podcast and give everybody updates on how things are going.
Thanks so much for having me.